Hello, it's been a little while. I think it's about the 15th of September 2022. So this week I've been made redundant. It's going to be the third redundancy I've gone through, so obviously makes me feel like absolute shit. Ultimately, with my chronic fatigue, I am better than I have been. So I worked through something. Essentially, if I just eat vegetables, selected low FODMAP vegetables, and really not much else, no grains, no alcohol, definitely no sugar, I feel okay. I don't feel normal. My brain's slow. Like, I couldn't remember just a minute ago, did I have a shower or not? I couldn't remember doing that. I left my wallet in my food shopping basket. I said to the cashier, I think I've left it in my car. So I went back to my car and then realised it was already in my basket. I just put it in there. So I'm still as forgetful as ever. I haven't been to the gym today. So basically, if I want to exist and feel like my brain functions to a point, then I have to go to the gym every day. Specifically, run on the treadmill for minimum 20 minutes. And I can't run outside because I don't have the energy to push my body forward. So I need the treadmill to force my legs to move. And then I get energy off the back of that just is enough for my brain to function, just about. But it's a slog. Like, every day is like, it's like living with long COVID for 12 years, or I describe to people, it's like living with a really bad hangover for every day for the last 12 years. So I feel like shit, but I feel a little bit less shit than sometimes maybe the last year or two. So I still don't really have any answers. I've tried pretty much all the supplements that you can think of. I'm not sure if I do well on glutamine. I've tried that, I think, 2 or 3 times now. I do have some berberine that I've not tried. I probably will give that a go soon. And I've been looking into FMT, so fecal something transplant. Basically putting other people's poo in your bum or down your throat. And it does work quite well for C. difficile, I believe. But there's not a great deal of research. It looks like it could help some people. It could also make it worse, and I think that's always the risk. I think my girlfriend's super against it because it's not got loads of evidence behind it. But then at the same time, do I want to live my life just struggling every day? Theoretically, my redundancy wasn't anything to do with, I was told it was nothing to do with my performance, but you start to wonder after 3 redundancies, is it me? And no one has said they have, but I know my ability to work isn't as good as if I was healthy. And I think if I was able to think clearly, I'd be more of an asset to business than I'm able to at the moment. And that's not, most psychologists or doctors would say, well, you've got no proof of that. Yeah, but my gut instinct's usually right, So I'm getting a bit of more help with tension headaches. So I see a physio every now and again. And then the physio recommended a massage therapist who really gets into some tension headaches are mainly caused by my neck. And that might probably a combination of sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, having bad posture, not having good enough back muscles and neck, or building up the right neck muscles. So it's something I'm trying to do a few more exercises to get to strengthen those muscles up to. But I'm glad that I found a massage therapist that can really just get into where I need help, because I had been going to Thai massage places and they're lovely, but their English isn't amazing. So you ask them to focus on the neck, but they spend they do probably a bit more on the neck, but really they do the whole body. And whilst that's nice, my tension headaches are chronic all of the time, so I'd rather just them focus on that if I'm paying 50 quid a pop. So I don't want to go to the gym, but I need to update my CV, and so the only way I can do that without taking forever and the entire afternoon is probably going to the gym, spending an hour there, and then coming back. But it's just not a life to feel like you're constantly struggling every minute of every day. And I wish I could say things have improved since I started doing these videos, probably a couple of years ago now. And I guess they have. Symptoms have improved, but it's still, I still question whether life's worth living or not. We had to put our cat down a couple of weeks ago, and I googled what did they use to put the cat down, because apparently they use something that it stuns them so that they don't feel anything mentally or physically, and then they go to sleep naturally. There's no pain there. So if they can do it to pets, why can't I kind of get hold of it for humans? So yeah, I googled that, but then I've got girlfriend and fuck's sake, people. Try and find a quiet spot, and then people just park right next to you doing stuff. I'm just gonna pull in. Sorry. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, I've got a baby on the way in January, which is amazing. I'm now out of a job, which is really shit. And I think I'd be able to manage that better if my health was good. I called the Samaritans last week because I was just in a really shit way. And it was just good to be able to talk to someone, because I don't necessarily need to go through CBT. I'm well versed at how that works, and I don't want to get straight into, right, this is the problem, right, let's focus on the treatment. I just want to talk about my problem, because rather than it ruminating around my mind, it's helpful to just say it out loud and get an objective opinion, or just someone to listen, really. And I found that quite helpful. I did have some suicidal thoughts, but I think you can ring them just if you need someone to talk to. So I found them really helpful, and you can get through to them in 5-10 minutes. And I think that's probably all I needed. Just that one-off conversation, just to keep me going, really, when everything's up in the air. Anyway, so I'm still mulling over FMT. It could make things worse, but at the same time, I don't really know what I can do to make myself feel better. Particularly the brain fog. The brain fog is by far the worst thing. So yeah, if you've got any ideas, drop them in the comments. Bye.